Hey everybody, welcome back to Turn with VR. We have the new user interface. I've been posting a bunch of short videos about it, little tutorials of questions that people have been asking me. I thought it would be good to make a full compilation of my top 10 tips for the new user interface to help you out the most. Check out the timestamps if you're looking for something specific, and don't be afraid to ask questions because I'm here to help you out, and I'm open to making new videos about this as well. So you're going to start when you open it up with the store. We're just going to do a little overview as our first tip. You're going to want to hit that meta button, and it's going to open up to your library here. Now you're going to notice it's very different than what it was before. At the top, we do have our battery percentage, we have our time, and our Wi-Fi symbol. We're going to go through the library here in just a minute. In the bottom, we have a different menu bar. It's very different than the old one that we used to have. On the left-hand side, we have our profile, where you can manage your avatars, you can view your profile, and you can switch between profiles if you have multiple profiles on your headset. You can kind of see your statuses as well. See your friends if you want to start any conversations with them. Back to our library here, we have our quick controls, our volume, brightness, boundaries, Wi-Fi, all that kind of stuff is right here. And then access to our settings right there. We got our notifications. We have hide windows, and I'm going to go through that in a minute. And we have some more options as well. That's where you're going to quit apps. This is also where you can go into pass-through mode, or as always, you can just double tap the side of your headset and it will take you into pass-through. Double tap again and it will bring you back into the loft or your virtual environment. And you can always click that here as well. Let's go into our library here. So in our library, there are many ways that you can sort things and adjust things for your liking. First thing you're going to notice is the Horizon worlds are no longer a part of this, which is a very big upgrade for a lot of us. That in itself is great in my opinion. You can scroll on this. I'm just pointing at it and using the thumbstick. So you can scroll between on our left-hand side, right-hand side, you can go to the bottom, or if you're part way up or at the bottom, you can go to the top. That does that for you. You're going to notice these pins along here. You can pin apps so that they always stay at the top or always stay here for you to have easy access to. In order to pin an app, you're just going to need to click and hold on it and hit pin, and it will stay there even if you are using other apps after it, or you can unpin it as well. If you click on those, you can also hide apps. So maybe you don't want to see an app on this main screen, but you don't want to totally get rid of it. You can just hide it, and it's actually going to go over in our menu here to the hidden spot, and you can see other apps that are hidden for me, and you can always unhide them and bring them back into all. On our left-hand side, in that menu, we also have Horizon Plus. This is where you're going to find unknown sources and downloads. And then to sort it as well, we have recently used, alphabetical, either way, and then show installed only. There we have a little spot for the store. They always like to put that store in there for people to spend more money, of course. So if you're looking for unknown sources, again, in our library here, go to the left-hand side, click on our menu. That's where you're going to find unknown sources. There isn't a way right now to pin those to our main library. Maybe that will come later because that is something that a lot of people have been talking about already. But that's where you can find our unknown sources. One big thing is a big change is our camera app. So in order to take screenshots or screen record, you can still use the controller shortcuts to take a screenshot. You press and hold the meta button on your right controller, and then you just click the front trigger. That will take a screenshot. To screen record with the controller, again, you press and hold that meta button, and you hold the front trigger until it starts to record, and you can do that same thing to stop recording as well. That's what I did to start this recording here. But you can also use the camera app. Now, it's not going to show up for me, so I'm just showing you a screenshot. I was able to take a picture of it. But this is a lot different. On our left-hand side, we have our screenshot, we have our screen record, we have casting, we have our gallery, we have some quick settings, and that's actually something that's really useful. Inside of the quick settings, you can go in and change the aspect ratio, portrait, landscape, or square. You can change your mic settings. You can even go from your first person view, which I'm using here in this video, and avatar selfie view as well. And then you can get into the camera settings, just the general camera settings in the settings menu there. So that's how you can go in and use the camera, but it's always going to be at the bottom of your screen now instead of bringing up a different window like it used to. So that is a little bit different and a little bit of something to get used to. The next tip I want to talk about is how to quit or close an app. This is a lot different. Here I am in Walkabout Mini Golf. I'm still going to press the meta button on my right controller like I normally would, but we're used to seeing like a resume and a quit button show up here with the big picture of the app that you're playing. It's not the case anymore. In order to quit, you need to go down to the bottom corner here to more options and then click quit. Otherwise, if you're going right into another game, like if I was going to go into Pocket Lands or Beat Saber, I could click on those and it would quit Walkabout Mini Golf and take me into one of those. However, if you're opening an app that we would necessarily call a windowed app, like gallery, browser, your chats, settings, store, messenger, it's not going to quit Walkabout Mini Golf. You need to go into the more options and quit it from there. In order to delete an app or uninstall an app, you're going to want to be in your library, and you can click and hold on it. And now instead of saying uninstall, I don't know why they changed it to be remove from library, but once you click on that, then it shows uninstall. Once you've uninstalled something, I don't want to uninstall this one, but I have uninstalled Float for the moment. It's still going to be here with the download now button, but if you click and hold on that, you can also hide it from here, because we never really lose games with your MetaQuest. It's always technically part of your account, but you can hide it so that it will be removed from this menu here from your main library if you don't want it visible at all anymore. Okay, let's talk about the difference between Windows and apps. Windows are the apps like Gallery, our browser, let's bring up Messenger, settings. And so these are all considered windows, and you can even see the galleries pop down there. I can click on that, it brings it right back up to where I was. It's not like it closed, it stayed there, but these are all windows. Now all of these windows are going to stay here unless I close them. Even if I go into an app and start playing, those windows are still there in the background. The reason that that is an option is because you can go into the browser and you can listen to music while it's playing. You can keep chats open in the background while you are playing. We're going to go over the music thing here in just a minute, but they're useful. Now to get from here back to the windows, just tap your meta button and it's going to bring me back to my windows. Tap the meta button again and it's going to bring me into our library. Okay, so it's switching between the two. These windows can be anchored. And when we anchor them, that means that they are going to stay in position in either your physical environment, your mixed reality environment, or this virtual environment. So you can see that that gallery is now staying, and these other ones are floating with me. Okay, I unanchored it, and now it's moving with me. Let's move that back into place there. You can move them, okay, with clicking the bottom and going around. If I anchor it and move it, I can move it anywhere pretty much, and you can see it staying up in that spot. Sorry, it's probably a little bit out of your range there. So that's how you anchor. You can click on that to unanchor it. What I did want to show here as well, and a lot of questions I've had asked, is how to close a window. These windows are up here, and they used to always have a little bar on the bottom. You can see that gray bar on the bottom. If I just hover over that, it pops up like it used to on the old one, and then you can just hit close on the X. One used to always pop up if you need to. Now you need, or fill the middle space as well. Now you need to click and drag them. They can swap places, but that's it. But that's how you close. You can always minimize again, and then there we go. It's going to stay down in there. But those, that's how you close it. If you want them up, but you don't want the clutter behind, bottom right, hide windows. They're gone, but they're still open, okay? Like they've disappeared, but they aren't closed. If I open show again, they're right where I was before. Okay, so that's the deal with Windows. There's been a little bit of confusion about about that and what's kind of going on with that. If you're looking to cast a game, what you need to do is open your camera, kind of like I showed before, and the third option in from the left is going to be cast. You can click on that. It will give you the options to cast to devices on your network, and you can just hit cast from there. If you want to listen to music while you are playing, I'm just going to bring over my browser here. Bring up YouTube Music. I don't have a Spotify account. If I just play any song here from YouTube Music, I obviously won't be able to actually play the song for you because copyright. There we go. Got a song playing in the background here. I'm going to press my meta button, go to my library. I'm going to click on a game I want to play. Here I am in the game. I can still hear the music playing in the background. Now if I press the meta button, in the very bottom, again, I'm going to take a picture of this because it's not going to show this for you, but there is a browser audio button. I can click on that. It's going to bring up the song that's playing. I can press next, I can press pause, or I can press previous, or I can also just click on the picture itself. And when I click on the picture, it brings it back up in the browser right here while I'm still in the game technically, and it's still playing. Now, if I want to get back into my game, I need to hit the meta button. Brings me to my library, click on the game I'm playing, and boom, my music is still playing in the background, but I'm in the game able to play. So there are about 10 tips, maybe a few more in there I think I squoze in there for using the new user interface. If you have questions or you want further explanations about certain things, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. You can request any types of videos. Make sure you check out my other tutorials as well. Thank you for watching this one. Let me know what you think of this new user interface. It's been pretty split on my channel so far. It seems to be the people who don't like it are a little bit louder than the people who do like it, so it's been interesting and to enjoy this ride this week. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you next time here on True North VR.